Hey, welcome folks to a new Let's Play to it's called the Ur-quan Masters, originally known as Star Control 2. I had recently found out, I was sort of browsing Steam games and that kind of thing, and I saw this advertised. I looked at it, looked kind of cool. When I went through the review, someone said it was available actually for free. You can download this for free. You don't have to buy it through Steam. And that's how the creators did make this so that it would be available for free. So I don't really understand that too much, why they're selling it on Steam or somewhere. But this is a remake, or this is not, the graphics in here are updated since 2002, so they should look better than they did in the original game. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. The original Star Control, I read a little bit about it. Apparently it didn't really have much of a storyline, even though this is based on it. It was basically, this is what I've read, I haven't actually played that game either, but there were two factions, the Alliance of Free Stars and the hierarchy of thralls, or slave thralls, or something like that. And basically, it's more or less a strategy game with space combat as well, where these two, and these are just two different factions, and the story wasn't really that well fleshed out, so they do that in this game instead. So, I really do, I like this music here for this start screen. I think it's really cool. I'm actually going to upload the menu music as a separate video, so it's just the sound of that. Oops, I don't want to do this. That was the credits. If you wait a long time like I did, it'll go to the credits, and I did record that and might put it in another video. But let's go ahead and start this game. I've never played it before. I imagine I'm going to be probably dying a lot. I have gone in and sort of played around with it, tried to, done the very first part of the game. I've actually done a little bit in it, although I'm starting over here. Just to kind of get a feel for the controls. I don't think I'm very good at controlling it, but I'm a little bit better than I was when I first started. So without further ado, let's start a new game. Interstellar Fungi League. I don't know what that is, really. The Ur-quan Masters. Yeah, this is a sort of a remake based on open source. Freely they just made it freely available after it was old. It's from 1992, so. There were many great battles. Earth and her partners in the Alliance of Free Stars against the evil Ur-quan and its hierarchy of battle thralls. And the Ur-quan were winning. Meanwhile, on the edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. Far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world, a huge underground city, filled with the technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the Precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. But then the main Ur-quan fleet broke through the Alliance defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding the scientists 100 light years away from Earth. They waited hopefully for a rescue vessel, which never came. "20 years have passed. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. We continued our investigation of the underground city. We have discovered its purpose." I wonder what that is. It is a factory. A factory for building starships. but there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. We can finish only the skeleton of one starship. But that must be enough. Because you must captain the vessel. Excellent. And return to the Earth. To travel a great distance, you must push through into hyperspace. Find out what has happened over these many years. Tell Earth of our plight. And if the war with the Ur-quan still rages. Fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. Alright, I didn't think of any particularly special names. I think Zetnik's fine. I think the name of the ship is the Vindicator is fine. I'll just go with that. And so this is where you start off. This is your first screen of the game. If you press the up button, or the up arrow, it'll make you go forward. Unfortunately, in order to stop, you have to turn all the way around and go like that. It's kind of difficult to control. I have played the melee, and other ships are easy to control. I think it's just because this is the first ship you start out with. But yeah, if you go too fast, it makes it pretty difficult to, like that. I have to turn around and try to slow down. And then if I go... Hey, sorry about the interruption, folks. There were some graphical issues with the original recording, so I'm just kind of redoing what I had done. Everything's exactly the same. I'm just doing it again without without the graphical issues. So, without further ado, let's continue. Oop, wrong button. I don't want to go to the star. But this is the star map. This is not what I was intending to look at, but it can kind of show you what's going around in the space around Earth. We're currently at Sol, but we can worry about that at a later time. For now, we're going to go to Earth.
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of Ur-quan. You are trespassing within Ur-quan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason. Nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated. In addition, your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy identification transmissions, and is therefore deemed to be independent. This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. This drone now needs to inform the Ur-quan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-quan. Disobedience will be punished.
Well, that's pretty ominous, huh? So the Earth has been taken over. It's got some weird red thing around it. Let's go to the orbital platform. We won't intend to cause any damage to it, but we can see what's going on here.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. I am Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Microwave contact extremely. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat, are you the resupply vessel?
Save planet hierarchy resupply vessel. What is going on here?
Look, I don't know who you are or why you're here, but right now the only thing I'm worried about is saving the lives of 1,900 men and women aboard this starbase, and right now you're our only hope. I can't keep a transmitter on too much longer. We need the power for heat and air, so if you don't have any radioactives on board your vessel, please get some and bring them back here before it's too late.
Where can we find radioactive elements you need?
The fastest way to get radioactive in this system would be to land on Mercury and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements. But be careful. Mercury is a pretty inhospitable place. Watch out for earthquakes and those high temperature areas.
Alright, we'll leave to find the elements you require.
Thanks, and make sure to visit us the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
Oh, I'm sure. Some tells me they don't like me very much. Or anybody for that matter. Alright, so we're going to go to Mercury real quick. Just towards the inner solar system. These controls can be a little hard to get used to. And your ship you start out with is kind of difficult to control. I believe it's quite possible. Ugh. See, before you can only go forward. Before you can change the direction that you're going. You have to turn. And it's so slow. But fortunately we're facing the right direction, so hopefully I can just go straight to it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Like I said, we had some graphical issues, so I had to do some re-recording. At the beginning of the next video, I want to say when we last left off, I had destroyed the lander. Well, in my original recording, I did. And so I sort of restarted, got to that point, because once the lander's destroyed, I don't know how to get it back, at least not yet. So I went ahead and redid it. But I do the same exact thing in the next video, so you'll just see me collecting some minerals and stuff, so that you don't really miss anything. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Later, folks.